Alright, note to self, turn your Bluetooth off on your vehicle so your phone doesn't try to read your dumb messages. And if there's anybody out there that knows anything about these Jeeps, I'm driving in a 16 Rubicon and I hook my phone up and the freaking thing, when it tells me I have a text message, it tells me like 30 times before I can shut it up. You can't just silence it. But in the same company, I had a 16 Ram, and if I got a text message, I could just hit like the phone button or whatever and read it or cancel it. I didn't have to sit and listen to it. Anyways, it's irritating. Maybe one of these days I'll actually play it and show you that it just goes on and on. Like if you're in the middle of listening to music off your phone, it'll interrupt it for friggin' 2 or 3 minutes. It's irritating. If anybody knows the way around it without having to turn my Bluetooth off, that'd be awesome. Anyways, just driving home from work today. The sun's up, which is nice. It's not dark on your way home from work. Kind of get your feel goods going. A lot of times I just crank up the radio and rock out on the way home. I listen to it all. Some days it's old blues, rap, rock, country. Depends on my mood. I don't have just one genre that I kind of stick to. So anyways, I'm using my phone, so if it's shaky and not great, then we'll get there. Maybe one of these days I'll upgrade if it looks like it's going to be worth it a while, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm hoping to get some people to follow along and let's make friends. Be it here in the northern Utah area or across the country, around the world. I do online things. I've done some online gaming over the years. I've got friends that I've met online playing different video games. Some really, really good friends that I made over the years that I stayed in touch with. Lost quite a few of them. COVID's taken people, or just natural things, cancers. I guess you can't really call that natural, but since we can't figure out what keeps causing it, it's about as close as natural as we can think of, I guess. Hello, you can turn. One thing you will notice when you drive with me is I am not a very... I hate traffic. I absolutely despise traffic. And people that drive on these roads are freaking idiots, to say the least. And Utah drivers, I've been all around this country, and I've lived in a few other states. I lived in Southern California for a little while. I've lived up in Washington for a little while. Lived in St. Louis, Missouri, Dallas, Texas. These are the worst drivers I know of. I mean, don't get me wrong. Idaho has their reputation of being slow and steady. St. Louis, the only problem I had up there is it seemed like people would stop in the freeway to exit. I never understood that. It's like, why do we have to come to a complete stop to go on the off-ramp? So, and maybe it was just who I was and what I was at the time that made me see that. But Utah, they'll cut in front of you with nobody behind you for 5 miles just to get that edge to stay in front of you. They're just asses that drive on these roads out here. So, and if you ride around with me long, you're going to see it. If you've never experienced it, you're going to. But fortunately, the route that I take is generally not bad. So I don't have a lot of mishaps that happen on my way home generally. But yeah, let's not curse that. I don't know. If anybody gets and sees this, throw a topic up. Let's talk about a topic. I'm all game for it. Let's comment in there. And what do we want to talk about? I drive a Jeep. I like it. I've only had it for about a year. I bought it used because I wanted to check out this whole Jeep world thing. I do like a little off-roading, but I'm not one of those guys that's heavy into the rock climbing down on the in Moab and whatnot. I'm more of I do like to hunt, so I just want a vehicle that's going to get me back in the country I want to get to and get me home. I don't need a lot of extra special equipment, and so I'm not what you would call a die-hard off-road guy. My vehicle spends most of its time on the main roads, so I wouldn't call myself a pavement princess because I'm not afraid to get mine dirty. But I do like to keep it nice, and I like it to look good, so we can talk about Jeeps, we can talk about ducks, we can talk about Trump, we can talk about fishing, we can talk about hunting, we can talk about guns in general, off-road vehicles, camping, broken shit around our houses, our wives, our husbands, whatever it may be in your world, our kids. I got a few of those. Hopefully the only ones that I have are the ones I know of, but who knows out there. So let's share some time together and see if we can't maybe help each other out, get through this crazy ass world that we live in. It's just getting crazier and crazier by the day. Let's not get started on Bud Light's new freaking campaign. My God. I don't know. I'm old school though. I don't care what you think you are or who you think you are or whatnot. Doesn't bother me at all. But good hell, man. Enough's enough. We've already taken enough from our kids, and now we're trying to shove all this craziness down our kids' throats, and we wonder why our kids are getting crazy. Are you kidding me? Anyways, I'm getting pretty close to home, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off on this and see what I can do to get this uploaded and saved and figured out, and hopefully I get a lot better at this, and I can get a lot of people that want to agree or disagree with me. I like disagreements. Don't be afraid. But I'm also a troll. So you can try, but I'm not going to get baited by it. But I challenge you to do it. So in any case, y'all have a good day now.